It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? I don't know if you know that. That's Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers used to show up into his place and he would call it Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And he's a children's TV show. And when I was a little boy, I used to watch Mr. Rogers. And as soon as I hit the record button on my phone, I just became inspired to read about or to sing about Mr. Rogers. So that's what I did. Hope that was okay. Okay. All right. Okay, good. All right. So let me just zoom that out a little bit so we can see the top of that. Today is 3/31/30. It's the last day of March 2020. Sorry, March. It's been a challenging month in a lot of ways. And tomorrow is April 1st. So let's go ahead and read our morning meeting message together. Everyone ready? Good morning, friends. Oh, and there's my exclamation point, which means I really mean it with all my heart. I'm saying it with excitement, so I put an exclamation point on that. Is everybody ready? Today is Tuesday, March 31st. We will focus on the word then today. Mr. Scott. There's my little smiley face because I'm always trying to smile whenever I can, whenever it's possible. If I was smiling all the time, it would just be weird, right? If I just talked like this and, hey, right? It's just weird, right? I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm stopping now. Okay, here we go. So here's our first sentence of how we use the word then. And then is our vocabulary word. Here it is right down here. Let me just tilt down. There's that word then. Okay? And there's a difference between the word then, T-H-A-N, and then, T-H-E-N. And here is the difference right here. Ready? Then, T-H-A-N compares two things. Okay? This one right here, T-H-E-N, indicates time. Okay, so T-H-A-N compares things, and T-H-E-N indicates time. Let's take a look at these in a sentence. Everyone ready? I'd rather eat a donut than a cupcake. So we're comparing a donut and a cupcake. And this person is saying they'd rather eat a donut than a cupcake. I would agree with that. One of those chocolate glazed donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. So good. I don't eat them that often because I know donuts aren't really good for me. But I just try to eat them, every once in a while, maybe every once a month or so. But I would much rather have one of those donuts than any cupcake. Okay? And then the second example is using the word then, T-H-E-N in it. Okay, ready? I'll eat a donut, then a cupcake. So that indicates time. First they're going to eat a donut, then after that, I'm going to eat a cupcake. So you're not eating both at the same time. You're eating the donut first, then the cupcake. So that's a passage of time, right? I don't know how long it takes you to eat a donut, but for me to eat one of those chocolate glazed Dunkin' Donuts takes me about 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, but if I had a donut and a cupcake, I'm not going to go and eat them at the same time. I'm going to eat the donut, then the cupcake. So that would be after that. In that case, the word then is a passage of time. And then on this one, I'd rather eat a donut than a cupcake. We're comparing two things, right? I'd rather have this than the other. I'd rather watch football than baseball. All right, I'd rather go to the opera than go watch the tennis match. Sorry, Renee, I know how much you love tennis. I'd rather go sit on the couch. I'd rather sit on the couch than sit in the chair. Okay, all would be examples of the word T-H-A-N. Does everyone have that? Does everyone have it? Okay, good. All right, so we're going to move on to something else. And while I remember, because I forgot to do the weather yesterday, let's just do the weather for today. So today is going to be mostly cloudy, and a high of about 52 degrees. So you see how I have a range of temperatures? This means between 50 and 54 degrees. And the number 52 is between those two numbers. It is greater than 50, and it is less than 54. Do you see what I did there? Oh yeah, I'm always teaching, but I'm having fun. So it's going to be about 50 degrees, mostly cloudy, and cooler than it was yesterday. And tonight it's supposed to get down to around 38 degrees with some drizzles and maybe some rain. So make sure you don't leave your bike or anything outside because it's supposed to get a little drizzly tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and go through our schedule for today. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to lower that down. What will we do today? Morning meeting is what we're doing now. Language arts, math, outside time, language arts, lunch, recess, and art. Today is an art day. Miss Andrea is, I believe, sending me some plans for art this week, hopefully very soon. And then I will get those right off to you when I have those, okay? Let's go through the words of the week. I'll lower that just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Ready? Words of the week. Our first word is more. Old. You reading with me? I could see you through there. You better be reading with me. More. Old. Than, which we know is saying I would like something more than the other. It indicates you comparing two things. Under, very, and walk. Ready? We're going to do that one more time. More, old, than, under, very, walk. It would be a nice day for a walk. As a matter of fact, I think my daughter and my wife probably, well, I know my wife's back from her walk because she had to go to work. I did an early morning walk today. All right? So what are we doing next? Let's do the calendar. And let's do the how many days we've been at school. So yesterday was 129. Today, something very magical is going to happen. And I know I need something for this. I'll be right back, okay? Keep yourself entertained. Sing songs. I don't know, tell knock-knock jokes. I don't know. I'll be back in just a second, okay? Be right back. Not only did I grab the tape, but I grabbed something else. I'll share that with you in a minute. Ready? Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Today is going to be the 130th day of school. So we had 100, 2 10s, and 9 1s. Now when I add this 1 to it, this is going to make a bundle of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to turn these 10 1s into a 10s block. And I'm going to go ahead and tape that. There we go. We're going to put it right in there. And then I'm going to change my 1s to 0 because now I have 0 1s in there. I took them from here and I went whoop and I put them over into the 10s column. But when I do that, I need to make this 0 because I have 0 1s. Okay, and then I need to make this 3 10s because now I have 3 10s. There we go. So the 130th day of school. And let me just pan down just a little bit there. There we go. Okay, so let's do our final day on the calendar in March. And I'm going to use my pointer here so I don't hurt my back. So I'm seeing that we're counting by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then the last was the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. So if we kept counting on with this pattern, we would need how many blue ones in a row? Take some time, answer this correctly. That's right, we would do 12, okay? But we only have room on the calendar for one more number, so I'm going to go ahead and make this last number in March in blue because it is March 31st. Oh yes, teachers have to have all kinds of abilities. One of those abilities is to go down in your hands, write sideways like this, but then make it appear as though I wrote it straight up and down like that with that 31. Oh yes, if you want to be a teacher, you have to be able to be flexible like this. That actually kind of hurt. Okay, so let's go back. Ready? Here we go. We're coming back up to a normal height. All right. So I think that's about it for today. I am sending some stuff. I'm going to send a new read aloud to you because I know how much you enjoy those read alouds. And then I'm sending something new in math for you where we did greater than, less than, and equal to. And I was talking to a student earlier, and they were still a little confused on what greater than and less than means. So I did explain it. I did a little more work with that. So if we look at this first problem here, we came up with 63 is greater than 51. Greater than means it's a higher number. Less than means it is a lower number. So we put the opening of that arrow towards the larger number. Picture an alligator or a shark saying, I want a meal because I'm hungry. I want a big meal. Okay, so I'm going to chomp on the bigger number. Okay, same thing here. 42 is less than 72, right? And you see how we put the large opening towards the larger number, and we know that 42 is a smaller number and 72 is the larger number. So I hope that helps clarify. If you have any more questions on that, please have your parents send me an email and I would be happy to answer that. I did jump in on with 6 of our friends on a Zoom call yesterday. It was an individual call with each of my friends, and we had really good conversations. I was glad to hear that everyone was doing pretty well, that everything I was explaining through lessons was pretty clear. But I would love to do Zoom calls with all of you at some point. So if you're a parent and you're listening to this and you have not yet scheduled a Zoom call with me, I would love to schedule a Zoom call with yourself and your child so we can go over some stuff. And most specifically, I wanted to go over that writing you did for what you're an expert at, your informational writing you did from last week. So if you haven't already, you can go ahead and send me a copy of that so I can see it in my email. And then I could schedule a Zoom call with you and your parents so we could talk about your writing, because that was your first draft. I want to talk to you about what would make a good second draft. And then I also just want to check in with you and just see what you're into, what you're building, how work is going for you, like what you've been enjoying in life, what's been challenging, like all that. I just want to connect. All right, I just want to connect. So have your parents reach out to me, let me know. All right, it looks like the time's around 9:15. That was about a 15-minute meeting, or maybe just a little less. I think we started a little after 9. I hope everything goes well for you today, and let's make it a great day. Take care.